Local musicians lose tens of thousands in just 2 months from canceled gigs and closed venues. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, the city and county of Denver is first in Colorado to issue a stay-at-home order for more than 716,000 residents, good for 3 weeks at least. Mayor Michael Hancock from a press conference earlier today.
Governors and mayors have been left with the blunt instrument of stay-at-home orders and extreme physical distancing directives.
Under the order, Denver residents can leave for groceries, medications, and exercise only, joining nearly 100 million people nationwide under similar orders, roughly 1 in 3 Americans.
Our challenge is that Denver is the population center for the state. We're the densest area in the state, and right now we have the highest number of positive cases.
Denver food stores, pharmacies, medical marijuana dispensaries, and to-go restaurants can stay open with strict enforcement for public gatherings.
We saw some things this weekend that helped me to move toward this very bold decision. In some of our parks, we saw organized or loosely organized sporting activities such as volleyball games and basketball games. We saw picnics.
Governor Jared Polis yesterday stopped short of a stay-at-home order for the state, but painted the outbreak in his bleakest terms yet when talking about enforcement.
There is no enforcement authority here. There's a far greater enforcement authority in these matters, and his name is the Grim Reaper.
The stay-at-home order does not extend to Summit County or state highways yet. Summit did revise our local public health order earlier today, limiting groups to 10 or less indoor and outdoor, led by sprawling ski crowds at Loveland Pass and elsewhere this weekend. Summit County's local music scene went on hiatus when venues and restaurants closed last week, and musicians like Leon Joseph Littlebird are feeling the pinch.
Guys like me have lost 100% of their income, and we're not looking real positive for when it's going to come back.
Littlebird has canceled 18 gigs through May, losing thousands of dollars, same as Kevin Danzig of Dillon.
Going through the end of May and into mid-June, I'm going to lose between $8,000 and $10,000 probably.
Danzig has been self-isolating for about 2 weeks now after playing a show with Rod Powell, a Vail musician who died Saturday from complications with coronavirus.
Last night I couldn't sleep, so I just turned on the live Facebook, and all these people that I haven't really heard, I discovered and got to comment on. And
like Danzig, Littlebird and others have been taking to social media, posting daily performances. Steve Plummer, a.k.a. Old Herman, held a solo benefit concert at Highside Brewery yesterday for Summit Musicians Relief Fund, streamed live through Facebook.
Yes, we do have a fund, and it's going to get strained to the max, and, that's what it's for.
Danzig and other musicians say they have never faced something like this and recommend that all musicians weather the storm by staying sharp with online outlets like soundtrap.com.
There are ways to still get together with other musicians and you write songs maybe. Try to use your craft and improve upon it.
Follow local musicians on social media for streaming performances and give them a tip through Venmo. Then tune into Krystal for music at the Summit every Thursday. Breckenridge Town Council elections are in 2 weeks on April 7th, when 9 candidates vie to fill 4 empty council seats and 3 candidates run for mayor. The election will not be canceled for COVID-19, and we've been asking candidates, what role does local government play in a public health crisis, and how would they rate local response so far? Mayoral candidate James Manella.
Government's responsibility during a time of emergency like this is to protect life and property. So I think the local government is doing everything they can to do that. They've basically shut down the town.
First-time council candidate Kelly Owens.
It is just so incredibly important to have a lot of communication, and as we're moving forward, to establish clear goals so that people can really get on board and understand.
Emily Wall, another council first-timer, agrees with Owens.
Leadership's got to be trusted. They have to be honest. They have to provide clear and constructive communication and deliver that repeatedly, the daily updates.
Council candidate Kristen Pettit-Stewart says Breck is wading through uncharted waters.
There is no roadmap for what's going on in this pandemic. You can simulate and plan and train, and there's extensive work done to prepare for crises and crisis communication. Council
candidate Dennis Kuhn with his outline of a successful leader.
The role of our local government is to be able to turn on a dime when an emergency hits. You take in as much of fact-based information as you can absorb. In this case, health-based, medical, economic, scientific.
Incumbent Councilman Dick Carlton has been in council chambers almost daily, working on economic remedies like a $1 million COVID relief fund, not yet approved.
Local government needs to be decisive. We need to be planful, and we need to work hard to anticipate the unintended consequences.
Tune in all this week for more from 17 candidates running for council and mayor between Breckenridge and Frisco. In sports, the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo will most likely be postponed until 2021. An insider with the International Olympics Committee tells USA Today the announcement is imminent. As of 4:45 today, the IOC and Tokyo organizers have not made an official statement. This comes soon after Canada, Australia, and several other countries confirmed they would not send athletes to the Games. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, the Breckenridge Vipers hockey season ended over the weekend with 2 canceled games against the Denver Leafs. The Vipers end at 8-11 this season. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.